register here?
Yes. That's my stories below.
There we go.
You found it?
Got it.
Cool. All right. Where's our timer? Hi guys, if you're just tuning in, or give us a couple of minutes, we'll let everybody sign on. In the meantime, let us know where you're painting from.
Michelle Baldwin.
Hi Michelle, how are you, sister?
Robin Harvey Pruce.
Hi Robin, welcome again. What are you guys drinking tonight? I am opening my bottle of what I thought was Catalba, but it's actually rosé. Same idea. Catalba's just a little sweeter.
Cinder Miss Robian. Michelle says hi, sissy.
Hello, girl. I miss you.
Cinder's from Auburn, Massachusetts.
Hi, Cinders. Welcome again. I know the name. I'm starting to recognize my regulars.
Sorry, I'm talking while I'm eating. I'm sorry.
Eating a Pop-Tart of all things.
Mm-hmm. Before Aiden eats the rest of them. Tanya Fusco.
Hi, Tanya.
She's just checking in.
What are you ladies drinking tonight? Get rid of this stuff.
They better have something to drink. Michelle, I'm eating a Pop-Tart. Strawberry filled with frosting on top. Before Aiden eats the rest of them. Lisa Lentini Pombrio.
Hi, Lisa. Welcome back.
Kelly Mika.
Hi, Kelly. Kelly's one of my Sip sisters.
All right, you got a Sip sister in the house?
Sip sisters in the house.
All right.
Is JC painting with you, or is this a mom night?
Cinder says, I have a nice Rice Krispie square.
But are they homemade? Because they're only good homemade, not the prepackaged ones.
Jennifer D'Alessio.
Hi, Jen. Welcome back.
Sarah Sparrow from Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Hi, Sarah. Welcome back again.
That's just a cool name. Sarah Sparrow. From Kalamazoo.
Give everyone a few minutes. Sorry.
Nick from Bridgewater, New Jersey.
Hey, welcome back.
In the house. Kelly Mika says, it's mom night, painting with my sister. That's
Good.
cool.
Good, good.
Oh, now Robin Harvey Press says, okay, I guess I'll get a drink.
Go get a drink.
Yes, we
Give us a
insist.
fancy one. I know you gave us a fancy one the last time. What are you making for us tonight?
Kimberly DeGare Barillo from Staten Island.
Hey, Kim.
Love Staten Island.
I don't like to drive there, that's all.
You don't like to drive
I
there?
hate driving through Staten Island.
We filmed a movie there.
I thought New Jersey was bad, but Staten Island's it's really bad.
Grace from Martinsville, New Jersey.
Yeah, welcome back to Martinsville. I remember them.
Yeah, we know we got some people out here tonight just want to relax, want to paint,
Yeah.
want to sip, want to relax.
I would say expect this to take probably 2 hours. We'll take our time. I will try and take my time.
I'll keep up.
If I'm going too fast, just hit mark up. Let him know. So tell him to slow her down. There's lots of outlining in it, so that will be the longest part of this. Give me some ideas of what to talk about later, because you don't want to hear me singing. I can't sing to royalty-free music anyway. So.
Yeah, we got a few people and they're getting set up. Hopefully they're getting some drinks now. You need ice or anything? You're good? You got your drink already?
I might need ice later.
All right.
You know.
Maybe I should go get it now.
An hour in, you know, it gets a little more.
All right, I'll keep an eye on that then. You got a drink? You got a drink ready?
I have a drink ready.
Did you already take a sip?
I did.
You said what now?
I'll take another bottle of water then.
Where's that at?
In the bin, the other bar.
In the other bar.
Multiple bars in the house.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh wow, wow, we even got beer, huh?
Coronas.
Yeah, we got Coronas. Maybe I'll have one later. All right. All right. We got Lisa. Lisa's high. Lisa Warren Beckstead. She's here. We've got a few people here.
Good.
Everybody should be getting ready or should just about be ready.
We'll go over all of the new upcoming events. I just posted another one today. I've been painting. You guys have been inspiring me to keep going and keep painting. So keep giving me your ideas. So we'll keep going. If there's a night of the week that works better for you guys, I mean, we're all pretty much stuck, I want to say. So I think everybody's home at this point, but I know that we have, you know, a lot of frontline workers out there. We have social workers, we have nurses and doctors. If there's a night of the week that works better for you guys, let us know. We'll throw one up on that day. I have a Wednesday night coming up and a Wednesday night, a Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're here all week.
We've got a new person, Darcy Perez Ciambello from Colorado Springs.
Welcome.
Yeah, so we want to give people some time to check in.
Yep.
Not everybody comes in all the time, and once we get started, we're going to be moving. Alicia Bling says, hey, girl.
Hey.
Yeah, you know, we don't want to get started. This is going to take a while. So we definitely don't want to have to wait to bring people back. Jenny Vale Johnson says, I have to go to work soon for night shift. Can you keep this video up for a while?
The video will be posted. We'll save it when we're all done. We'll post it right in the event so you can just go back to the event and look at it. That's why we tell you to click going so that it saves it. Because I don't know if you click maybe, if it saves it for you. If you click going, I believe it shows in your past events. So you can always go through and scroll to your past events with us. Or it's probably still available on the page too. And then the video stays in the page, or in the event on the page. It's not posted directly to the page.
Okay. We've got Annie Kirkman Charbonneau from
Annie.
Roanoke, Virginia.
Welcome back. She drew her feather out. That was genius. We had a couple of people that sent us a picture of their feather like pre-sketched on there, which was a great idea. Great idea.
Kaylee Corriveau from Canada. We get our Canada people. I love it. We got to go to Canada, baby.
I know.
Okay, now we got Marilyn Mobilio.
Hi, Marilyn.
Says, Mobilio freely, here and ready.
Alrighty.
Felicia DeCiano.
Hi, Felicia.
Jenny Bell Johnson says, perfect, thank you. Tori Georgiana just joined. We got still people checking in. Maybe let's give it about 2 more minutes.
Yep.
And then we'll get started. You know you're going to have to go back.
Give yourself a couple of minutes for grab some snacks.
Get a drink.
Get your drinks ready. And then we'll go over all the supplies that we need together with everybody. If you don't happen to have this size canvas, you can do it on whatever size canvas you have. You'll just scale up or down depending on what you've got.
Nadine says, can you please speak up?
Yes, sorry. Keep reminding me, guys. Keep speaking up. The mic has not come yet, but we did figure out the phone thing for whatever reason. I don't know. It works now.
We got a new camera coming too.
It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, Michelle says, vocalize, vocalize.
Sorry.
Pre-sketching is the best. She wants to see the pre-sketching.
Yes.
Are you ready to get started?
We'll pre-sketch right on the
And stop
canvas.
apologizing.
Can't help it. My
You
name's
sound like me.
Michelle said that?
Yeah. She said you look good. See, Nikki Stewart just joined us.
Yay, Nikki.
Hi, Nikki.
This is definitely one for you. I could see this. We've got to schedule our meditate and paint night via Zoom. We'll repost that because it does not look like we're going out even in the month of May. So we will have to configure our paint and meditate session that we have with Nikki, psychic medium Nikki Stewart. We're trying to partner together to do an event. So we'll update that and we'll send that out. That will be a paid event though, because it's both of us. We'll do Zoom. Details to come.
All right.
So.
Kaylee says, what colors should we be preparing for
All
sure?
right, so let's go over all of our supplies. Again, Jennifer with Mimosas and Masterpieces, coming to you from South Boundbrook, New Jersey, in our little studio. Today, we're going to do the feather painting. You don't have to use a canvas this size. This is a 12 by 24. You can use whatever size you have, a 16 by 20, an 8 by 10. You just scale up or down depending on your size. I'm using an easel. It's helpful, not required. I'm going to use two plates. One for my paints and the other one to mix on if you need to. I'll be using, so you should have a cup of water to rinse your brushes, paper towels to dry your brushes, and then paints, all of your primaries. So a little bit of black, and actually the black you probably don't even have to add to your plate until later if you don't want to.
Why? Why do they have to? They can do it later.
You can do it later because you're not going to need it for the colors until we get all of the colors done and your outlining done. Then your outline will be later.
Okay.
So, yellow, red.
Yeah, can you speak a little louder? That's because you're talking to the wall. You got to, when you say something, you got to talk over this way.
Red, white. White you'll need the most of for this. Because white will be almost in every color, especially our background.
So you'll need more white than anything else.
You need the most white.
What were the other two colors that you said? Red?
Red, yellow, and I did put black on my plate.
But you can put the black later.
Black can go later. And blue. Whoa. One sip of wine, guys.
That's all? You gotta have some more.
And then I'm adding violet to my plate or purple. You can always mix your color.
What colors will you mix to make purple?
Blue and red.
Blue and red.
Your purple.
If you don't have your own
you
purple.
don't have your own purple, that's fine. So I'm kind of filling my plate. We definitely don't need that much paint. Filling it up. So white, the most you'll need of white.
Right.
Blue.
Miss Wari says, yes, I cannot hear you as well.
White, blue, purple, yellow, red.
Lift
black.
it up.
If you don't have purple, you'll just mix your red and blue. That's fine. Okay?
There we go.
Alright. Let's put you over here and not spill the wine. Alright, so brushes. So I have been trying to post links to Amazon for supplies, and I've been ordering them myself to try them. So this set is pretty cool, actually. It's called a Clear Choice Value Pack. I think that this is under $7, I want to say. It's a pretty good set. They are short handles. They're little brushes, so they're good for the kids too. You'll need tonight this wide brush, large flat brush, which is a 3/4 inch. You'll need 2 round brushes. So one for our detail to paint in our colors. And then you'll need a smaller one if you have a smaller one for edging or for outlining. The smaller your brushes, I mean these guys go really tiny. The smaller your brushes, the thinner your lines will be.
Okay.
So that just depends on what you've got. Alright, so we'll start with the basic 2 for now. Did I miss anything? Paper towels, paints, plates.
Got your water.
Water for drying. Your
Got your drink.
Drying.
Got your drink.
Got the drinks. Alright, so before we start painting, I'm going to sketch it out so you guys can see this, okay? It doesn't have to look exactly like mine. It's not going to look exactly like mine. You just want to do, and I'm going to go from one end to the other. I'm going to work this way this time. Just a curved line across your canvas. And I'm doing it with marker. You can do this with pencil.
But a marker is okay, right?
Marker's okay. I'm just doing it so you guys can see it with a marker.
That's good.
Seriously.
What is
Who's
that?
ringing the doorbell right now?
Somebody's ringing the doorbell. Rascal's upstairs. Let me go behind him.
Sorry. Might be just a delivery. Okay, so curved line.
Yes, that's what it is.
And then I want want to get my heart in here. So that can go on either side, depending on where you want it. I'm going to come down here with it. Okay. And so I noticed that my stem of my feather will be down here. So you can change that so that it comes up here if you want to. It's up to you. Alright, so this is the main part. This is the middle part of your feather, or this, I guess the stem you would call it, of your feather. Okay? So that's the first part. Now we don't have to draw out all of these lines if you don't want to. I'll do a couple of them so you can see what I'm doing, and then we'll fill them in with paint so that you're not stressed about filling in every little gap, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So the most important part, I think, to get the peacock feather-like thing here is this area. So I put my heart in the bottom of the peacock feather, and now I'm going to do this shape around it.
Can you speak up, please?
I'm going to do this shape around the heart. Okay, so from almost the tip of my feather, at the end of the feather, I'm going to bring it down and around.
Okay.
And do the same thing on the other side. So down and around.
Yeah, okay. A little louder, please.
Alright. Now for all the rest of the pieces of the feather,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to make the stem a little bit thicker on this side. So this will be a little bit wider. And then for each of our colors, I'll do a couple of these, okay? So it goes from wherever you want to on your feather.
Can you show where you made it wider?
So I made it a little wider down here. And we could do that with paint. You don't have to draw this all in.
Okay.
It's just a guide, just to start helping as a guide. So I'm almost making, I would call them almost like flames. You know how you make flames with like an S? So they're just curved lines coming out together, thicker at the base of our stem, and then coming together at the very end.
Okay.
So it's thick and then it comes out thinner. And we can do all of this with your paintbrushes. You don't have to worry about drawing them all in. Just going to give you an idea, and then we'll fill them in as we go, okay?
Okay.
Again, we'll just do a couple of these, and you can go out and then back in, if that's easier for you.
Okay. There's no limit to how many you can make.
There's no limit. We're going to fill in this entire feather with
Okay.
swirly shapes.
Okay.
So the key is really just kind of movement. You want curvy lines, moving lines. You want movement instead of straight lines. That's the point of, well, that's what will make it look like it's moving and give it the shape that it's got.
Right. Tori says, should they be going in any certain direction?
Not really. You probably just want them to get, I mean, they're all kind of different heights too. So again, we can play with that when we start painting too. I'm not a big one for drawing it all out before I do it, but
But it's just giving them an idea of where you're going with this.
it's just an idea of where you want it to, where you want all of your petals to go, or your feathers to go. All right, so I guess let's see how, I don't know how many of you want to keep drawing this all out or not, but if you want to start working on the background and then we just go to the feathers themselves with paint, just give us some likes or loves so that we know we can move on instead of drawing every single petal out.
Okay.
I don't want to stress anybody out either.
You're doing okay.
It'll take a long time for us to draw it, where we're going to just have to go back over it anyway.
Okay.
That's the point here.
You're going to show them as you paint, as you paint it in
and
anyway.
we're going to paint them in anyway, so.
And what brushes are they supposed to have? 2, 3? You said 3.
So you'll have probably 3 brushes for this. It can be done with 2, but you'll have 3.
Right now, you're going to
For
do
right
background.
now, we're going to work on the background. So you're going to use this large flat brush. Okay? We're going to use a lot of white in this part of the painting.
Okay.
I'm going to, so I don't know if you can tell on mine. I want you guys to make this your own too. So I almost have like a rainbow shade in the background. Really light. Red or like pink, light orange, yellow, green, blue. That's what's in the background of mine. It's really dull, probably to see, but I want your feather colors to stand out. Now if you just want a purple and black feather or a purple and white feather, you can do that too. You don't have to do a rainbow feather. So I'm going to keep my background the same so that you can see what I'm doing.
Oh, before you do it, could you just draw one more? Alicia Bling says, can you just draw some more?
Yep,
Just a couple more.
no problem.
Everybody else seems ready to good to go.
Okay, so it's almost like little curved S shapes. And they can be as thick or as thin as you want them to be.
Okay.
And when we get to the brush work, we'll add those little swirls at the end with the brush.
Right. Kaylee says, yeah, I'm good to go. I find it easier to just paint them in than draw them. But I understand where Alicia's coming from. She wants to see.
And we want to make sure that you guys are comfortable with doing it, and we don't want you frustrated because we are not right there in person with you to help. So just give us shout outs when you need something, okay? All right, so I'm gonna blend right on the canvas instead of doing lots of mixing right now.
And you said a lot of white. You need a lot of white.
Lots of white right now. So I am gonna start with just my brush in white, a nice bit of white. So I am gonna start painting, and I may go over what I've drawn already. It's okay. You have a kind of a guideline. You can still see through it for the most part. So don't stress about covering it up or getting into the little crevices. Don't worry about that.
All right. You'll still be able to see it?
You'll still be able to see it. So for now, I'm just coating my corner in white to start.
You're just coating the corner.
Yep, I'm doing the corner about maybe 4 inches, 4 or 5 inches with white to start.
Okay.
You want to get kind of a base on your canvas for mixing. And then I'm going to take same brush. I'm not rinsing and drying throughout this whole time. A little bit of red, tiny bit of red on the corner of my brush. And we're going to go over that same area.
The white area?
Same white area. So see how I got that big red streak there?
Yeah.
We're just going to keep wiping it over to blend it in so it's a light color. If it's too dark, add white. If it's too light, add more red.
Can you go back to the white part again? You're just going to do the corner with white first?
I just did the corner with white to start.
And then you just dipped it in red.
Yep.
And go over the white.
Went over the white and I made this light pink color.
Okay, you can still see the feather.
And I can
Okay.
still see my outline underneath it. Even if you did it in pencil, you should still be able to see it.
Right, because Doreen said wait. But I'm assuming that she needs to, be brought up to speed on what you just did in the corner.
Okay.
All right.
Same brush. I'm not rinsing or drying.
Okay.
I'm grabbing white again. Try and take from the edge of your paint instead of the center of it so that you don't mess it up if you have other colors on your brush. I'm going to continue white right along the pink color. Yes, you'll see a little bit of pink in there still. That's okay.
Okay. And you're painting up on the edges too.
I'm painting the tops and sides as I go.
Okay.
Helps your painting look finished at the end. Okay, so yes, I brought down a little bit of that pink. It's okay. We're going to grab same brush. We're going to grab yellow. A little corner of yellow now. I didn't rinse and dry anything yet. I'll let you know when we do that. So a little bit of yellow. In that same area that we just painted, we're going to add yellow to it. We're going to blend right on the canvas.
Right over the feather.
Right over the feather. kind of working this in there. So I'm almost getting an orange color in here where my pink is, and yellow.
Now, if people did this in pencil and they're painting over the pencil, they can't see it now.
You should probably still be able to see your pencil. Most of your paints are going to be translucent, transparent.
Okay.
So we have white with red, white with yellow.
Okay.
Blending them together. If it looks like it's a harsh line, take that yellow and blend it up into the pink a little bit more.
Okay.
And that will help spread your, blend your colors. Okay, and now I'm going to go back to the same brush, not rinsing and drying. Another big scoop of white.
Cinder says, yep, nope, pencil gone.
Darn.
But you're going to show them how to make it anyway with the brush. You just gave them an idea of it with drawing it like that.
So while we're doing this part of the background, if you don't want to go over your whole feather, that's fine. You can just kind of stop where your feather area is, because we're going to cover that whole thing anyway.
Okay, okay.
All right, so I'm back to white. And again, we're going to do another about 2 to 3 inches, so I'm about halfway through my canvas. And I'm going to take that advice. I'm not going to cover this whole feather area. I need a little bit more white. Come down to this corner. Oops.
Now Felicia DeCiano says, paint your background, blow dry it, and then draw it back in.
Well, there you go. You can blow dry it.
You can?
Yeah, you can blow dry it. If you want it to dry quicker, absolutely.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, but Cinder says, no problem. No worries. No worries.
All right. So now, since we need green in this area, I'm going to grab a little tiny corner of blue. Little tiny corner of blue. And on the other side, I'm going to grab a little corner of yellow. So, little blue, little yellow. I want to go over this white area as well.
Starting from the bottom.
That's where I started, because I'm just going to go right over that white color.
Okay.
Going right over the white and blending in the white. Just keep moving your brush back and forth. And I'm going in a diagonal motion. You can go whatever direction you want, but I'm just kind of going diagonal.
Don't forget to be nice and loud.
Sorry, thank you. All right, same thing up here, a little bit of yellow, little bit of blue on the corners of my brush. Corner yellow, corner blue. I'm going to go in this area here. If you get those color streaks in there, just keep blending, keep brushing. If you need to add a little white to it, that helps blend better too, you can do that.
And that makes it lighter?
Yep. So grabbing a little white will make it lighter and will help you blend. Alright.
So far so good.
Going back to my white again. White right next to it. Kind of coming up from the bottom. You can lift your canvases off of your easels if you have a tabletop easel. It's not, these are kind of tough to get them off of once they're on. So. Make sure you grab your top again, your bottoms. You got that white on there. Next.
Now you're not being real generous with the white. You're putting the white on there, but you're not putting gobs of white on there. You're just giving enough so that you can go across and spread it all out.
So that your paint flows pretty free. So it's not like I'm dry brushing it. There is paint on there.
Right.
But it's not like tons that you have to take it off.
Right. You don't want to put too much.
Right. So I'm going to go back to that red, a little bit at a time, little corner of red. Again, I haven't rinsed or dried anything yet. Oh wait, I lied.
What happened?
I forgot just doing blue. Alright, sorry, I'm rinsing and drying because I picked red instead of just blue.
You want to do blue?
Yes, I did green and then I forgot blue in the rainbow.
Oh.
Alright, so once we have our white on again, corner of blue. And just blend that in. Should be a nice light blue color. Remember, you want this light enough so that your feather colors show through.
Mm-hmm. And if it's too dark, you're going to lighten this with white.
Yep. If it looks too dark, just grab some white, paint over it with white. White's kind of like.
And just blend the colors in.
Yep.
Now I see you're just doing the outer sides.
Yep. Instead of coming through this whole thing,
okay,
coating the whole thing, I'm just gonna do a couple of inches on either side so that I don't have to worry about it drying.
Okay.
To paint through. But if you have a blow dryer, the blow dryer will work.
All
Thank
right.
you. All right. Now we'll go back to red. Nope. Now we'll go back to white. White. We did our blue on the white. Now I'm going back to just white.
And be generous as you spread it around and lighten the colors. Blend the colors.
Just white for now.
You're doing those strokes real fast.
Blending, sometimes you want it to happen quickly.
Okay.
So.
But you're just going up and down?
Just doing diagonal strokes.
Okay.
Across our page, across the page, across the canvas. Now I will go back to red. So blue, white, same brush, little bit of red, little bit of red. Go right over that white that you just put down. Go up here.
Darcy says, what about purple?
So now that you're blending your red, you're moving this up into the blue, so it's turning purple here.
Okay. But if they want to use purple, they have purple, they want to add it.
You certainly can.
And they're going to mix it with white, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to go right over top of your white. So this kind of turned purple.
Okay. And you almost finished the background?
Almost finished with the background, guys. Alright, white again. And another couple of inches of white. Grab those edges, the tops and the bottom. Alright, I am going to grab a little bit more red this time so that this hopefully turns into more pink than purple.
And you're just waving real fast your strokes.
Yep. I'm using the big flat end of the brush. There's really no right or wrong way.
And still leaving space for your feather in the middle.
Yep. Okay. Going to my white again, same brush. Come up a little bit higher with my background here since my feather's kind of tilted up there. If you have too much color on your brush, I'm still getting red here, you can rinse and dry if you want to.
If you have too much color on your brush?
If you still have too much color in your brush, you can rinse and dry.
Or otherwise just keep putting white on it.
Yeah. We'll keep going. Sorry, I'm standing in front of it now.
That's okay. You get to the end.
Alright. Now we go back to yellow. Same brush, a little bit of yellow. Again, you're going to kind of blend into that red color. Just going to give us some orange. A bit of yellow.
Oh my goodness. Robin Harvey Press says, so I was holding my canvas to do the edges and I dropped it into my paint on my plate.
Oh no.
But that's not bad. That's on the plate. It's just a little bit of paint.
You can use those colors maybe and...
Yeah, you could use those colors and blend them in. She said, now the edge is a rainbow.
Oh, there you go.
That's good.
That's okay.
It's funny how the creative process works.
I did a painting last night for, if you saw the post that I did earlier this week about Wise Animal Rescue, where we were trying to partner with them a bit to get more artists to them and then get your pet pictures to them if you wanted to donate so that you could have a portrait of your pet done. This could be a portrait from anybody of any skill level, from 5 years old to seniors. It doesn't matter. You never know what you'll get. So I was painting for a couple of hours last night, which I haven't done like a really long, realistic paint job in a while, but it felt really good to do it. Alright, so I have yellow. I'm going to go to a little bit of blue. This is that green color. So a little tiny bit of blue, a little tiny bit of yellow. Blue and yellow. And we'll probably finish off with that purple color. So a little blue, a little yellow. This guy up here. I might finish with blue actually. Got that green color in there, and then finish with your white over here. White, grab your edges again. And it looks like I'm finishing off with blue. Okay.
Okay, I see it now.
Background is done. I want you guys to rinse and dry now. And take a sip if you haven't done so already. We'll give it a minute or so.
Yes, it's time for sips. Lisa Beckstead says, we all appreciate you having the online paint classes. It's a fabulous idea.
Thank you guys so much to keep tuning in. It's awesome.
Yeah, we've noticed that some other people are doing it now as well, so that's all good.
We are, like I said, when our first couple of events canceled, and then it was like now it's 3 months worth of events canceled, we've lost 3 months worth of income basically for this. But I decided we just wanted to give back and just put it out there to do good, and it did more good for me than I realized. I needed it more than anything. I've been running, and this whole, the situation that we're in was the universe telling me to slow down and to stay put, and I've needed it. I'm thankful that I'm able to work from home for my regular job, but I'm even more thankful to all the viewers and the people that have been sharing our events and people that are tuning in with us. And
sending in their pictures and...
Yeah, sending your photos and sending in your thank yous and your donations or your tips. We really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. The first ones that we did, we donated pretty much everything back by sending birthday gifts to all the kids that had to cancel their birthday parties, and we did a kid's birthday party painting, which was just awesome. We had hundreds of kids watching.
Yeah,
it was.
I went to the post office to mail a lot of that stuff out.
Mark was at the post office like every day for a week. So thank you. So we are trying to add some other giving back things to our paint repertoire. Yes, we appreciate the donations sincerely, but we're trying to throw a couple other ones in there for Paint It Forward. So the moon that I painted the other night, this guy, that so many of you were excited about, we created this event today, just a couple hours ago, and made it a Paint It Forward for MS. So a very good friend of mine, Cheryl, is the ambassador for the MS Society, and all of her fundraisers that we've done in person, of course, have had to be canceled. So she's doing a virtual walk. I always do a painting fundraiser for her every year, and we've had to cancel that. So we are doing this online, virtually. I've posted her on PayPal and Venmo. I'm just asking that anybody that participates donates for her. $5 or $10 would be great for her organization. She is working to end MS. It's a really noble cause, and I've been with her for several years. She's become such an amazing friend. So that's coming up on, when did we say that one? Sunday, May 10th. That one is. Sunday, May 10th at 7. Okay. I'll go over all the upcoming events with you at the very end, because we have lots of them now.
Yeah, can you speak up, please?
Keeping busy, sorry.
Did you take a sip?
I did take a sip. Alright.
Alright, you ready to continue?
You guys ready to go? Give us some hearts, give us some likes, so we know that you're ready and you're done with your background.
And make sure everybody gets a drink.
Take a couple of sips. That's for Mark. Alright. This is the fun part. Well, it's all fun, right? But, and it's not fun when you get paint on your hand, so hold on. So again, you don't have to do the rainbow colors of feathers that I have. I'm not going to give you any specific pattern of color. You can do whatever you want, and mine will probably change from that. So I'll start with some of the ones that we filled in already, or that we kind of drew already, so that you can see what we're doing. And then we're just going to fill them in. So it's whatever colors you want. Now, we only have primary colors here other than our purple. So if you want green, which we'll mix right on the plate. So it's a little bit of blue, a little bit of yellow. Just mix right on your plate. You can use your other plate if you want to. This is really all about you being an artist today. You're mixing your colors. You're making it as light or as dark as you want to.
Jennifer says she needs a minute.
Go right ahead.
You're just mixing right now.
I'm just mixing some color.
And Kaylee Corvo says, you know, you popped up on my news feed on Facebook, and I thought a virtual paint night would be awesome. This has been so calming for me and my anxiety through all of this. So thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
You know, that's what everybody's been saying. You know, that it's been very calming and breaks up the anxiety of being in the house.
We're really lucky. Like I said, I'm very lucky to be able to have a regular job, a full-time job that I'm able to work from home. I'm able to homeschool my son, and I needed a break from that, I think. As most of us do who are parents.
He needed a break too.
Yeah, he needed a break too. He really misses his teachers.
Yeah, you got a couple of people saying they just need a minute or two.
That's okay, yeah.
And which brush? Which brush are you getting ready to use?
We're moving to the middle-sized brush. So if you have two small round brushes, well, this one's kind of the same size, but if you have two of the smaller round brushes, you're going to go with the medium size of the brush, the bigger of the two.
Okay.
Okay, if you have a tiny, tiny brush for detail, we'll use this at the very end if you want to add really tiny scrolls to it.
Yeah, Michelle said he's not vacuuming.
Oh gosh. He's
probably.
Today. Yeah, I mean, he's with Dad tonight. He's with his dad.
Yeah.
So
he's probably vacuuming, yes.
I'm sure he is. He's been selling vacuums. He's been fixing them. He's been watching us go live, so now he wants to go live all the time and do his own vacuum videos, which he's been doing. He's been doing good. He sold a couple, so he's now, now he wants a Bissell Crosswave, a vacuum and steam mop at the same time. So
Hey, he knows all about it.
he knows, like, now the rule is you have to get rid of in order to bring in, because there's only so much room in this house. And he's taking up 3 of them.
All right, yeah, it sure is. All right, so you got the brush for Robin.
So we have the middle-sized brush. It's really whatever brush you feel comfortable with using for this part. You don't want to use this big guy because, that doesn't make sense to do some small stuff with this really big brush. So you're going to move to a smaller brush. You're going to start with whatever color you want. Now I just mixed a little bit of green, blue, and yellow until I like the color. And then I'm just going to fill 1 or 2 of these in, or 3 or 4 of these in. Now, I like to call it the pencil grit. Is the music too loud? Because I feel like it's too loud.
No, you're just not loud enough.
Maybe it's because the music's too loud that I'm not loud enough. We really need that mic. Alright, I'm going to call it the pencil grit. Use your pinky to stabilize. So,
Right, now Annie is saying what I traced with the pencil is gone now.
okay, so if it's gone, if you want to get a base down first, you can either kind of go back over it with the pencil, or you could take the back of a paintbrush
Yeah.
and kind of etch it into the paint if your paint is really wet still. If not, go with a real light color. Take
Because she's saying, can I do the middle line with black
yes, you
for
can.
it, and then it can guide me?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
I was gonna suggest you can use a light color if you want to, because then we'll go back over it with black. But you can start with black if you want to.
Because you're going to be you're going to be using black eventually anyway.
We'll use black at the very end to outline everything.
Okay, they're asking again. Kaylee's saying,
Go ahead.
yeah, mine's gone. Do we need to draw the stem of it again? Yeah, if that makes you feel comfortable, then yeah, you should.
Yeah, I would at least get your stem.
Just the stem in there
The
with the
stem of
heart, or just the stem,
Yep.
so that you know what direction you're going. So then they would take the black. They would take the black and do that, or they would just they could do that with the green.
You could do it with whatever color you want to, because it'll be covered anyway at the end of this.
Okay.
So yeah, once you have that black line in there, or your center, then we're just doing these little S shapes, or I call them like fire flame shapes, right from the center of it. I like to use my pencil grip hold on my brush. Pinky kind of like stabilizes, so,
So if they're not there, then all they really basically have to do is draw the stem in
Yeah.
the curvy way that you drew it the first time, and then they can add the feathers with their
Yeah.
paint instead of having to draw feathers. They're just gonna just add it. They just need the stem to go from.
Yep. So again, you can do these in whatever way or shape you want. Honestly, it's nice to not have to go by
What you drew.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
now you're able to just you're taking the green and you're
Right.
making your own
So,
parts
like-
of the feathers.
Yeah, so like over here, there's nothing drawn for me. I mean, it's just, making swirly lines. The point is you don't want a straight line.
Okay.
You just want kind of wavy lines, and it helps it give it movement. It looks like it's moving.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do a couple of things of green first, and then we're gonna change colors.
Okay.
Again, it doesn't matter what color you use, where you use
Or
them.
how you want to, make them look close to
If
each
you
other,
want
or
a
whatever.
specific pattern, it's up to you. They're all gonna kind of come closer together and go farther apart, where you might have to have little ones in there.
Okay.
So it's all up to you.
I think everybody's doing okay now. They see that they're going to put the pieces of the feather together by a paintbrush. They don't have to draw it in.
Yeah, and you can.
And they can use whatever colors they want
Yeah.
and mix them, putting them next to each other.
Right.
Right now you're working with the green.
Yep, I'm just using the green one.
And you
for
just
now.
took some blue and some yellow and made your own little green spot.
Yep, that's it.
And who knows, they could be using any colors they want now as far as
Correct.
this goes. They could be painting any color.
Yep. So when we get down here to the stem,
Yeah.
you just want your feather pieces a little bit shorter than
Okay.
the others. So we'll just make those just a little bit shorter than the others.
So shorter feather pieces at the end of the
Shorter
stem.
feather pieces down here at the end.
Okay.
Give yourself a good inch or so of the stem for the center of the feather. Just keep it out and not cover it with feather pieces.
Okay.
I should have looked up the technical terms because I don't really know what the technical terms are of it.
Now when everyone's done, you're gonna ask them to take a picture of their paintings and send them in to us.
Mark just asked you.
And they're gonna send them?
Yes, please send in your photos. We would love to see you in the photo. So after every event that we do, we get your pictures, and 2 or 3 days later, I put together a photo montage of your painting or you with your painting. We would love to see you with your painting. And we'll put it together like a slideshow, and we'll post it in the event for you guys, so you can see what everybody did. You'll know it's all the same painting, but they're all so different. It looks so neat.
Yeah, it does. Every single time.
We love seeing all
It's the
the
best
different
part of it.
variations.
It's the best part of the whole experience.
It is.
See everybody's pictures.
I miss getting that. My favorite part is at the very end of any event that we do in person is seeing everybody together and everybody done and getting that one picture of everybody holding their painting.
Right.
And I can't do that this way. So the next best thing is for you to send them to us. You can post them right on the event. You can send them in Messenger, which sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. You can email them, which is probably best, mimosasmasterpieces@yahoo.com. And we'll grab them all, save them all, and I'll put together the montage, and we'll put it in an album for you guys to take a look at.
There's no N in that mimosasmasterpieces.com. It's just mimosasmasterpieces.com.
Yep. So I'm going to go to my blue. So sometimes, well, this one's not so bad. Sometimes if your paint is kind of translucent, like I was saying, where you can see through it, you just want to add a tiny bit of white to it, or a tiny bit of another color. Like blue, sometimes you'll add maybe a little bit of red to it to give it a different color, a little bit of white to it, so that you can't see through it anymore. But the blue that I'm using is alright. So we're just going to continue making feather pieces off of your peacock feather. As you get to the end of each one of them, you almost want to like let up on the pressure. So the more pressure you put on your brush, the wider your brush stroke becomes, or your paint stroke becomes. And again, there's no perfect about this. They don't have to be perfect. We're going to outline them all later. So it doesn't matter.
So now you went from green to blue.
Yep, now I'm using blue. You guys gotta give me something else I can chat about. It's gonna take a
Something else
while.
we're going to chat about.
I don't know. Like I said, you don't hear me sing, so.
Well,
Who's homeschooling? I know lots of us.
oh, well, you want to talk about homeschooling. No.
All right.
Not a good idea. You want people to be relaxed.
What else are you doing to relax? How about that? What else are you doing? Give me some tips.
Well, they could take a sip.
Take a sip. Hi, Rascal.
Nadine says, can we do different colors?
Yes,
you do
of
whatever
course.
colors you like.
Yeah, you do whatever colors you want.
And Felicia's saying, well, what's everybody drinking?
Yeah, what's everybody drinking?
What are you drinking?
I have my Clover Hill. I love Clover Hill Winery. I like sweeter wines. This is just their Clover Hill Rosé. I thought it was Catawba like I posted, but the bottle I pulled out is rosé.
Right, see, Kaylee says, I have a 3 and a 1-year-old. My days are busy.
That you are.
So if she can get to sit down just for a couple
That's
of
right.
hours and paint a feather and just take some sips and relax
Yes.
without no mommy, then that sounds pretty good.
Seriously.
And it still ain't no guarantee. There's still probably somebody going mommy anyway.
True.
So you're lucky. Aiden's with his dad tonight.
Yes, I got a little break.
So you just got Rascal, that's it.
Who's right?
And Rascal's right underneath your feet, he's happy. Yeah, Kaylee says, lemonade iced tea,
Lemonade iced
and
tea,
I'm
okay.
living large.
Whatever makes you happy.
Felicia says, rosé all day.
Yeah.
Jennifer says, ha, 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 I've been homeschooling for 8 years. I'm drinking tequila.
A homeschooler that does it full time. I give you guys so much credit. Give our teachers so much credit. I went to college, started college to be a teacher. I had my very first student teaching job. Glad I did not finish college. It was not for me. Not for me.
Yeah, Kaylee says, yeah, I handed my husband the monitor and said, I'm out.
Good job.
I need a break.
Alright, I'm going to have us do this side so that you guys continue on your feathers however you want here. But before we get too far, let's get this this peacock feather done over here in the corner. So, let's fill in. You can fill in your heart the very last, but let's go around it. So whatever color you want to work with, doesn't matter. I'm going to go with a little bit of red, a little bit of white on mine. Make it pink. So again, we just want to follow kind of this pattern here. So I'm going to go around the outside of this guy. And I'm going to swirl it out at the end. It's almost like a big S.
Yeah, well, how did you get it so, thin at the end?
So,
Gonna go down.
harder pressure here, pressure. Let up on pressure as you come around.
Okay.
And if you need to go over, you can. Pressure. And then when I come down to the end, I'm lifting up on pressure.
Okay.
Okay? And then you can kind of follow that with another color if you want to go around it with another color.
And then the heart is going to be in the center.
The heart's in the center. You can fill that in whenever you want to. Just wanted to get this. So I'm going to do purple next.
And you're still using that little medium brush.
Still using that little guy. Still using a little medium brush. Again, let up on pressure. So pressure all the way around the outside of this guy. And then when I get to the bottom.
Is that purple that you made, or you had that purple already?
This is the violet that I had. It's made already.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see what you're doing.
And we can add, like I said, we can add stuff in here later.
Okay.
When we go back into it. So, alright, let me continue going with some purple. It's okay if they overlap. You just want to fill in all those spaces so there's no gaps along the center of your feather. You don't want to see any little gaps in there.
Okay. But if you have gaps, then what?
Then we're going to fill in them with feathers.
Okay.
Or with feather pieces, I should say.
Using that same brush.
Same brush. We're going to stick with this almost the whole time until we go to detail, until we go to outlining.
Now tomorrow you've got 2 painting events tomorrow.
Yes. So tomorrow we have Joey, my little pal Joey, wanted to do owls. So we have a family paint or kids paint for virtual owls.
And that's going to be at 3 p.m.?
That's at 3, and then we have the gnome, which is on the same size canvas as we're using tonight, at 12 by 24.
Yeah.
The virtual gnome on a mushroom, that is tomorrow evening, and that, again, that will probably be between a 2 to a 3 hour night.
Yeah.
So
that's a special.
have an extra bottle of wine ready if you want.
Yeah, that's a special painting.
We'll probably have to take a break in there somewhere.
It's pretty detailed, yeah.
It's a lot of detail in there, so.
It starts at 7 p.m.
Starts at 7, we'll probably go until 10.
Okay.
If not, it'll be close to it. And again, just like somebody did for this, where they took the outline, if you find that original post and you want to draw it out ahead of time, you can. But I'm going to walk you through drawing all the outlines. I'm going to do just like we did tonight with the marker.
Okay.
So you can join us for that. And if you don't have a 16, or if you don't have a 12 by 24 canvas and you only have the standard like 16 by 20, you can just shorten or make your mushroom smaller for your gnome to sit on.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah, Cinder says, I can't wait for the gnome.
Good. I can't wait to see everybody's, because I think that one's going to be another one that people can really customize and make their own. And I don't know. I started looking at gnome stuff, and there's a whole huge following of like gnome people. There are pages upon pages of gnome lovers.
Oh yeah.
It's so crazy. It's just like the sloth when we started posting about the sloth paint party. Oh my gosh, there are so many sloth lovers.
Yep.
It's so cool.
So I see it's coming along with the
Yeah, you
with
just
the
have
feathers.
to trust the process. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer than you anticipate, but it's not always less is more. Sometimes more is more. More is better here. You can add whatever little swirls you want to at the bottom. And we can add those all in later. Gonna switch colors. I like these little brushes. You just need a smaller cup, I think,
Okay.
of water. But these are really good for kids anyway.
And how did you get them?
These are the ones I've been trying to post Amazon links for everything that we're using. Jerry's is it's a difficult site to navigate. When I was posting that link,
Mm-hmm.
people were having a hard time adding it to the cart and whatnot, so we added all of the Amazon links for all the supplies. They're on the page, and they're on on the website under virtual supply links, I think it is. So it's all Amazon links.
At the Mimosa and Masterpieces page?
mimosasmasterpieces.com on their website.
Now that's Mimosas and Masterpieces?
Nope, that's also Mimosas Masterpieces. You can't use and.
Okay.
Can't use that and sign.
Ampersand.
Ampersand?
Uh-huh.
What does that mean?
That's an ampersand.
Oh, okay.
Mimosas and Masterpieces
Uh-huh.
symbol.
A little and.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, as a writer, I didn't know if that's what that meant.
Well, I know my English teacher, Miss O'Neill, definitely say something about it.
Okay. I was using that in a lot of everything, and I know it's
Really?
not to be used
That's
in
right.
writing, really.
That's right. Excuse me.
Alright. Go yellow.
Now, when did you go back to yellow?
This one's a yellow. Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
Again, we're just kind of, it's okay if they overlap. We'll just have to determine when you outline which one you want on top.
Okay, so you're gonna outline it, and then that'll determine.
Yeah, if you have some that are overlapping a little bit, that's fine.
Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. I don't have a mask on.
It's because he's allergic to the dog, not because he's sick.
Yeah, where's the mask at?
In the bottom drawer
Bottom drawer.
of the resin. in the corner where the pink bag is.
Where the pink bag is.
Yep, in that bottom drawer.
Very good. I don't know what I was thinking.
And we didn't bring down the air purifier either. That's Aiden's job usually. He's not here, sorry. Right. So you're just filling in all those areas with little feather petals, whatever colors you want. Once you kind of start doing a couple, then you kind of get a rhythm going, and it becomes a little easier, I think, as you go. Here. Some on this side. Where else am I missing? Mark's a good sport. He's allergic to the dog. But the dog is part of our life now. So you get an air purifier. Sorry, dear. Aiden usually sets up the air purifier and everything for him. Alright, what color do we do next? That pink color maybe. So yeah, you could mix right on the plate. I mean, I just keep mixing right on my plate, or you can use a separate plate, whatever you're comfortable with.
Okay. I don't know what I was thinking. No, we're not having a puff and paint party. Felicia said, you having a puff and paint party? Nah. I puff, but I'm not in here. I'll puff outside. I don't puff in the house. Now the coughing came from the dog. If I don't cover my mouth and my nose, then after a few minutes, I'm gonna start breathing in that dog dander, and it's gonna start hitting me. Now the puff party is outside when we get done with the painting.
Not for me. Yeah.
No, for me.
I'm the one. Sorry.
Yeah, well, you drink. I don't drink. I drink and I'll fall asleep, so I don't need to do that. Okay, I see the yellow brings out the other colors.
Yeah,
But you gotta save room for another color, right? You're gonna use any other colors. Oh, you doing, what you doing now, red?
Pink, red.
Okay.
So I said, sometimes they will overlap. That's okay.
But you're gonna define that with the,
Yep, once we get
to the
I guess
outline.
the outlining, then you can define whatever ones you want to be on top, in front, whatever you want to call it.
I still think kids would love to do this. It just takes a longer time.
Yeah, it's having the,
If you have a kid that likes to paint and that doesn't matter
That's
how long,
true.
then that's the ones that can do it.
yeah,
But the ones with the short attention spans, nah, they're not gonna be
Yeah.
able to handle it.
that's what I think too.
It's too much painting. Yeah, so I would assume that everyone is very busy right now. They're all putting in their
Yes.
feathers
Yep.
and their different colors.
Yep. Yep.
Forgetting to take a drink.
All right. All right.
Just take a quick second and get you a sip. See, I don't mind reminding people to take sips of drinks, but I just don't drink, Unless I'm ready to go to sleep, then I'll drink something that'll put me to sleep in no time. Have a drink of one of these Corona beers back here. I'll be sleeping an hour, sleeping a half an hour.
Not a beer fan. I've tried so many too. I just don't.
Oh, sorry. Tanya Fusco says, I am a kid.
Oh.
Sorry. Forgot there's kids out here listening to us.
Still, sorry.
Yeah, I'm talking about drinking and smoking. Let me just stop right now.
Yeah. All right. I think there's some orange.
Now you're gonna make orange?
Yep. Orange, red, and yellow together will make orange. Again, I'm just mixing right on my plate. You can make an infinite number of colors. So you just do whatever you like.
Okay, so now tomorrow is the big day with Joey's Virtual Owls
Yep.
and the Gnome on the Mushroom.
Yep.
Then coming up after that is going to be during the middle of the week on the 29th, car paint night.
VW night. That's awesome.
Okay.
VW car with books is for a bunch of my Usborne friends. We are trying to promote magic painting books to get into the hands of senior assisted living or nursing home facilities so that, especially since families can't visit right now, that we keep their cognitive abilities going and they can paint in a kind of a less messy fashion. It's just, you
Louder.
just add water to it and it paints color. It's so neat.
Jennifer says my purple mix looks like mud.
It should just be red and blue. If it might be too dark. If it's too dark, some red, huh?
Yeah, if she puts more red in it, then what?
See, hang on.
Are you gonna do it now?
I'm gonna mix right now. See if I can get mud. I don't know. It might be actually too much red.
Too much red.
Yeah.
Can they put white in it?
Yeah, you can add a little bit of white to it. Add a little bit of white to it, and that will probably show you if it's more on the red side or more on the blue side, and what you might need to add.
All right, just talk a little louder. And then Kaylee says, yeah, I'm behind you. I'm just going on to the yellow now.
It's okay. You guys,
Whatever colors you want after that,
you guys
you know.
take your time. I will leave this up. I will show the other upcoming events that are coming up, and we got plenty to do, so don't worry.
Yeah, there's going to be plenty of times where you're going to be painting and telling people how to paint these pictures. I just think, normally, you put all of these easels and all of these canvas in the back of your truck, and then we go drive to some location and we set them all up on tables or wherever,
It's true.
and wait for people to come in. We'd have all of their paint out, all of their cups of water, all of their brushes out. You'd have all of that stuff in the truck and put it all up, set it all up for how many people coming? 100, 50.
We've done 100 a few times.
Didn't we do
two or
more
three
than
times.
100?
No, I think the most we had was actually 96. I think we set up for 100.
Okay.
That was in person. That was really fun.
Yeah, then we get all these people at the end to get together and hold up their paintings, and we take pictures of them, and then we take pictures of them separately. So yeah, it's a, more intimate, more direct. But I have to admit, doing this reached more people.
Yeah, we definitely have. We love seeing
People from all
Yeah,
over.
we love seeing our Canadian neighbors, and we love seeing everybody from all over the United States. I think one of them we had somebody
From
shooting in
Japan.
and France.
And it was like,
so
it's
cool.
morning over here where we are. And I just wanted to paint. Okay. They
So
just wanted
cool.
to paint in the morning. Cool.
So yes, we love having everybody tune in with us and watch us and paint with us, especially. It's so neat. So yes, feel free to share our page, share with your friends. We are doing private. We're booking like private virtual paint nights. If you just want smaller groups, I mean honestly, it's probably just as fun doing it with this many people. You know, with tons of people. I don't even know how many people we've got, but it's so much fun doing it with everybody.
And what color are you doing now?
I've got orange now. Still got
Okay.
that orange. I went back to the orange. I was playing with the purple a bit, but I didn't get muddy. So
Right. So for her to fix her purple mix, try to use a little white.
once you add white to it, you'll be able to see whether it's probably too much blue or too much
Red.
red. If it's muddy, maybe you grabbed yellow by chance. That will make it muddy looking.
Or just start all over again and just wash the
Yeah.
brush off and
Rinse
start
and
with the
dry.
red and start with the blue and start a whole new purple mix.
Sometimes.
Yeah, so
that
you're
works.
filling in the spaces with feathers.
Yep.
Oh, now you're gonna go to the heart
I'm filling around the heart.
with your orange. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't quite use my. Oops, I didn't quite use my outline, but that's okay. Just there as a guide, not to be permanent. Nothing is permanent. And again, some of these are going to kind of overlap in front of the others. We just have to define those when we get to outlining.
Okay.
That's all. A little bit of orange here.
And your outlining is gonna be the darkest color of all.
Right.
Okay.
Either that, or somebody can go rogue and outline it with a different color if they want to do white, maybe. But I
Oh, okay.
think
You could do that. Okay.
You can do whatever.
That would
this
look
is
differently. Yeah.
Your painting. You can do whatever you want. What am I missing? I have a couple of like really light greens in there. Let's see.
Not bad. Not bad.
What are you guys doing?
Everybody's doing well. I'm taking it. You know, even Jennifer said thanks. You helped her with the purple mix.
Good.
Everybody's doing their thing. I'm assuming. You got the same amount that you had when it started.
Good.
So that means everybody's pretty much busy painting.
Good, good. I know we had a couple of people that asked about saving it because they couldn't make it through the whole thing, so.
Right, right.
It will be posted, don't worry, it'll be in the event, so if you need to go back to it, or if you had a great time and you wanna share with your friends, you're welcome to do that.
Yeah, or if you want to just sit the kids down for maybe like a half an hour or 45 minutes, you just go to one of the kids' paintings, and they'll follow along with her in the video.
Yep,
And this way, you got the kids sitting at the table or whatever, and they can paint, and you can.
we all have to do, art as part of our curriculum, right? So.
There
you
you
can
go.
use me for that.
Homeschool them. Yep, that's homeschooling. Yeah, see, now you're talking about part of the curriculum. Don't you have another event coming up for the Scouts? So
Oh, that's true, yeah.
yeah, you
So-
got talk a little louder about that. The Scouts, if they need they
so
could use
we-
that.
So we were contacted by a couple of scout troops, Girl Scouts and Cub Scouts or Boy Scouts, they all need to have an art or a craft or painting badge. So we have a painting designed specifically for the Scouts in mind. So we'll paint together, and they can put their troop number right in the painting. And I'll show you guys that in a second.
Yeah, so if you know any scouts or any scouts that are, whether it's
again,
Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, they need to do this while we're all in, you know,
in quarantine and you guys can't get together, then this is a great way to do it. Alright, I think I'm done with my colors.
yeah, because they're not having any scout meetings or anything right now.
Yeah, just virtually,
A lot of
I
places.
guess
Right, they
that's
have to
about
do it virtually, yeah.
Alright. Done with the colors, so let's see. So here's the Scout one. So we did a jar of fireflies. And then in the background, I don't know if you can see it in the painting, but the
Scout number, troop number.
troop number that requested this was 63317. So you can do that in tiny little dots in the background. So it either looks like stars or it looks like fireflies really far away.
Uh-huh.
And then we told them that you can go and get glow paints so that your fireflies will glow once you put them in light.
Oh, okay. They can order that from the site?
That is that's on the links too for Amazon. I mean, if you have glow in the dark paint, use what you got. If you don't have to spend the money, don't. That's how I feel.
Okay, that's very wise. Kaylee says, I did love the birds painting on Wednesday when I was having a bad day.
Aww.
And I loved that one.
Good. That was a while ago. The
Was it Wednesday?
The birds one?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a while ago. That was the first one we did. And that got me in the right trajectory here of what we're doing now. So, I love it. What else we got? So here's the owl. I'll show you guys that while you're working on your... The owls are tomorrow afternoon. This is mom and me, or family night, or for just the kids to do. If you have 5 family members, you can get 5 owls together. We'll just make your tree branch longer. That's all. So that's tomorrow at 3. The gnome, which I can't get back to. I'll do that later. I don't want to knock everything over. The gnome is tomorrow night. VW car that we were talking about is Wednesday. So you can customize your car color. You can put whatever you want on top of your car. Doesn't have to be, we call them books, but they can do whatever you want.
Presents.
Gifts, yep. That's Wednesday. We've got
Scouts.
Scouts one. We've got the Lighthouse. So the Lighthouse.
That's on a Thursday.
Yep. This is on a Thursday.
Oh, we've got a busy week next week.
Yes, we do.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Hope there's enough bottles of wine in my fridge. So this is the Lighthouse. Now I cut the Lighthouse all the way to the side so that you guys can paint a saying on it, or you can have somebody, if you have like a Cricut, somebody that does the lettering, you can put a saying on it. But if you don't want this much space, we'll just move your Lighthouse over to the center a little bit more. So this is Lighthouse night, which is Thursday, the 30th. And all of these events are all posted on the Facebook page. Almost all of them are on the website. I think I have 2 to update.
That's a busy week next week. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday,
It is.
Saturday. Woo, Sunday.
Lighthouse Blossoms. I don't know if you can see back. Can you see these in the front?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
we can.
So Blossoms is on
Blossoms is on Friday night.
Friday night, 5/1.
Paint it forward.
That is a Paint It Forward event. That is for the Manville Fire Company number 3 Ladies Auxiliary. We do belong to that group too. I've been with them for 20 years. 22 maybe.
Okay.
We've also had to cancel all of our fundraising events. We have like 2 different flower sales. We have a different curry casserole sale that we had to cancel everything. So we've also lost out on several fundraising events. So that is also a Paint It Forward. So any donations that come in that night will go right to the Ladies Auxiliary. And then the beach night, Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore night, Saturday
Jersey Shore
night.
That's this guy. This guy.
The one up at the top.
Yep. What is it called? The Sky Ride.
Okay.
That is
That's Saturday.
At 7. Also, there's a scout painting. Curtain call for our dancers. You know anybody that's a dancer? You know anybody that has a dance troupe or that's in a dance troupe? We're doing curtain call with this little dancer.
That's a Friday. That's the Friday after this Friday.
Yep, Friday.
After
May
next Friday.
8th.
Right, that's after next Friday.
Friday, May 8th. They can customize their colors to whatever they want. They don't have to do these colors with anything. You don't have to use my colors. We have Wesley's Ninja. So I had another young boy reach out and say he would like to do a ninja person, block person. I'll refrain from using the right term for trademark agreements.
Okay.
Just in case. So, Wesley's Ninja Night, or Ninja Afternoon, is Saturday at 3 o'clock.
Okay.
This will take a little bit of time. There's a lot of detail in instructing where to draw things. Or parents, if you are inclined and you can, grab the painting and sketch it out ahead of time for them. That will save them some time and probably some frustration. But I was trying to honor a little boy's wishes, so that's what this one is. And we have
the moon.
The Paint It Forward moon that I showed you. That is this guy again. Paint It Forward, May 10th. And then the other Paint It Forward, no, not a Paint It Forward, the other moon, kind of whimsical one.
Virtual moonlight.
Is the virtual moonlight painting.
That's 5.
May 13th.
On a Wednesday.
Wednesday night. So those
All right,
are,
that's the lineup for so far.
those are all the upcoming events. I'm trying to give you guys plenty of time to order your supplies because I know Amazon is not. There's no such thing as Prime anymore. I'm not getting anything in 3 days even.
Okay.
So week long or more. So when you do order supplies, especially if you use Amazon, watch the delivery times of what they're saying. It changes daily. And the prices do too, by the way. So I may have chosen things that are definitely not cost effective, but they're probably the only things that are available. So Michaels.com, not affiliated, but they're probably your best bet to get them on time and to get them for a reasonable price. I also use Jerry's Artorama. I posted their links a couple of times. They also, again, I'm not affiliated with any of them. I've made carts, like shopping carts, but people were having a hard time kind of navigating through their website. So
Kaylee says, that's cool. May 13th is my birthday.
I'm the
Something
14th.
to look forward to.
I'm the 14th, so birthday buddies. Let's do it together.
See that?
So
And Felicia says, so the black outline looks really hard to do. Is there something else we can do other than paint it in?
So you can leave it if you don't want to do the black outline. You don't have to do the black outline. For me, I feel like it defines the edges of each one. So that's why I would say...
So it's up to your interpretation.
Yeah. So I would say use the smallest detail brush that you have to do the outlines.
Right, because it's smaller. It doesn't have to be thick outlines. It could be
Nope.
very, very
Yep.
small.
So it's really... I lost my other brush. There it is. So that's why this set, the set that did come from Amazon, has a bunch of different sizes, which is really great.
Cinder says some Michaels and Joann's are doing curbside pickup.
Most of them, our Michaels here is not doing curbside pickup. They're closed completely. So you have to order online and ship to you.
Interesting here. Felicia says, can we use a Sharpie?
Yes.
Yeah, one of those real fine Sharpies? That would be perfect.
I mean, you can even use a regular,
You can give a regular
standard Sharpie.
fine tip Sharpie.
The only tip that you need to worry about for that is that it has to be completely dry in order for you to use a Sharpie. But yes.
Right, it's got to be dry. The painting's got to be dry for you to
Yeah.
use the Sharpie, or the Sharpie's going to get...
Correct. So that's the only tip I'll have for the Sharpie. But yes, you can definitely use a Sharpie. But yes, so Joann's or Michael's, at least our Michael's is not doing curbside. You have to order online. But if you spend, I think it's $49 is the free shipping thing. If you're going to do a couple of these with me, you might as well buy the supplies and get free shipping. We're in this for a while, I think, still. So
Yeah.
So yeah, get
Really?
those value packs.
Cinda says, I had to drive to another state for Michael's.
Oh yeah, see. So I just order online and ship to home, and that's been working. But I would say go with check. You know, like when I buy stuff, I'm always buying in bulk anyway. Those 2 packs right now are the same price as a 10-pack. So watch your prices. Or no, 2-pack, same as a 5-pack. I'm sorry, they were coming out to $2 a piece, I think. So watch your pricing. Just like couponing here too. But
Yeah.
but my son would be so proud. He's been watching extreme couponing online lately. So anyway, grab supplies, order if you need help looking for something. If you are not sure if it's the right thing for it, let us know, PM me, message me, and I answer it almost at any time, unless I'm here live. All right, so I'm going to move on to the outlining because it does take a little bit of time. But again, you guys take your time. There's no rush. I may finish before you do, and that's completely okay. But I'll give you some tips as we go. So again, the smallest of your detail brushes that you can find, thin, rinse and dry. You're gonna always wanna continually rinse and dry. Even though we're doing black throughout the whole thing, you're gonna wanna, after maybe every other feather piece, you're gonna wanna rinse and dry and get it to a point.
Okay.
Because the paint will start building up on your brush, and then you don't get that fine point anymore. Then you get kind of a messy blob. So rinse and dry, get it to a point, no matter what brush you're using. So I'm using my little tiny brush and my black. Use your pencil grip, pinky to stabilize. You're gonna get paint on your pinky. Try and watch where you're sticking it. You can do whatever you want first. Again, this is where you'll kind of define which one goes over top of the other. So this pink guy went right over top of the yellow one that I had there.
Okay.
And that's okay. Once I get a couple of them on here and people start doing their outlines, I'll show you kind of like the little wispiness of the ends.
Alicia says, do you have a robot working for you?
The robot? No, it's Mark's voice.
Jennifer says, my son wants to do the gnome, but he can't stay up that late.
Okay.
We'll do the recording though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do the
That's
recording.
perfect. And if you, like I said, if you get a chance, try to go to the page and print it out for him, and then you can probably trace it, you can probably trace it. So what you can do is, I don't have a canvas. Oh yeah, I do. So what you could do is take the picture that's printed out. I don't have anything printed, and if you hold it up to a light, you can see through the canvas. So you can see to kind of trace through that. If you put the picture back here that you
Okay.
print, you can trace it through the canvas. It's kind of just a tip.
Cool.
It's helpful for the kids especially, so they don't get kind of overly frustrated with it. And I know some kids are really, I probably have had more kids that are upset about something not looking right than adults, so. What's up, Ross? Are you alright, buddy?
He hasn't made a pee. He's all right. He's right there, right under you, so that's where he always wants to be. Lisa says, just playing. Do you have a robot working for you?
Because your voice is so, like methodic. And
I didn't know she was talking about me. I thought she was still
think.
saying, do we have a robot? Like they hear the air purifier.
No, it's up for interpretation now, so let us know.
Yeah. Michelle says, my students are so hard on themselves. I'm like, all art is beautiful.
Yes.
All art is beautiful.
Yes. We've gone in and done, we do fundraisers for school, so that we do like family paint night, or mom and me, or dad and me paint nights. And depending on what we paint, sometimes I do sketch them out for the kids. I think we did Huskies one night, and I had the kids sketched out, and the parents were like, why can't ours be sketched out? Like, really, guys? But it's so much fun meeting everybody and seeing people, especially when they're like repeat people. You start getting to know people, and we love that. I always say, especially when we do things here, when you come to our home, like the studio is in our home, you come as a guest and you leave as a friend. Always. We've met so many amazing people, and we're both huggers, so Mark is usually the door greeter, and people walk in that don't even know us, and he's hugging them. But, we can't wait till this is all over to hug everybody again.
Yeah, I remember in the beginning when you first started doing this, and we had a event where it was pajama night or something with the families. Yes. And there was a whole family that came in. They was arguing and bickering and just sitting at the table making all of that noise. And then once everybody started painting, everybody was quiet and they started painting. Then there was smiles on everybody's faces. Everybody was happy. They all left out of there all happy. It was like, wow, you just transformed the whole family.
It's so neat to see a mood change. It's so neat to be able to help influence that kind of a mood change. My purpose in life is to make people happy. And I've always said that, and everybody's always told me, you're codependent then, or you're this or you're that, and you should only worry about making you happy. And my response always is, when I can make other people happy, that is what makes me happy. So, bringing a memory, giving you something to do and something that you're happy about, giving you a feeling that you remember is what makes me happy. And always said, I can name countless times that I've always said, making a memory is what's most important for me.
Yep. You're good at it.
I try.
I can't compete. I try. So now you're just doing the black paint and you're doing your outlines.
Yeah, so again, the more pressure you put on even this little tiny brush,
talk louder please.
The more pressure you put on this little tiny brush, the wider your lines are going to be. So the lighter the pressure, the thinner the lines. So when I come up and around to the ends of these little swirls,
yes,
I'm kind of lightening up on pressure and kind of floating it out a little bit more, if you will.
Okay.
So I might have a little bit of pressure down here, and then as I get to the end, I kind of lift pressure and lessen it. And it gives you that real fine, thin, floating line. Just using my pencil grip, pinky support. Yep, rinse and dry often. Get it back to a fine point again. If your paint feels like it's too thick for you, you can always add a couple of drops of water and mix it in really good. But if your paint is kind of flowing, then you don't want to mess with it. Don't play with the water, otherwise it will run and then you'll get upset. That's why you should always make sure your brush is really dry before you dip back into your paint. Otherwise you'll have droplets of water dropping down your painting. pressure and then lightening up on pressure as I come out to the edge. It's kind of flaring. And it doesn't have to be perfect.
And I see you didn't go straight for the stem first. You just said, no, I'm going to go.
I'm kind of doing it as I go.
Yeah, as I go, as you do each part of the feather.
Yep. So I can use my feather as my pinky leaner.
Okay, okay.
Lots of overlapping over here, so this is where you figure out what you want on top, what you want underneath. Yellow down here. Got a pink one under here. We can't wait to see them all, so definitely don't forget to send us
Yeah, this is going to be
your
very
paintings.
interesting. Very, very interesting to see these paintings.
Mimosas, masterpieces at yahoo.com, or you can send them in Messenger if you want to. Sometimes, for whatever reason, I don't see Messenger until a couple of days. I mean, I missed some messages, so I apologize if I didn't get back to somebody.
It doesn't notify you when somebody messages you?
You know, I get so many notifications now that sometimes it doesn't.
That'll do it, yeah. You get so many.
Me, everything. Like when you guys share sometimes, I can't see everybody that shared it. We appreciate, trust me. I try to, if you share something, I always try to go right to your page and thank you for sharing. But sometimes I can't see them all. It only lets me see so many of them. And of course with privacy too, if you don't have a public page, then I
Right,
won't see it
that'll
either.
stop you, yeah.
Yeah. But I try to thank everybody for painting with me. I try to thank everybody for sharing. We appreciate it.
Believe me, she does. She'll be up all night long. If we have over 300 people like we did one time, she'll be up all night long thanking every single person that responds and that reviews and that just has a comment.
Yep, absolutely. You are important. Every one of you.
Yeah, so everybody's busy painting right now.
This is what takes the longest. The outline. For sure.
Yeah, but I was saying before, you know, we have to mix it up. You do a lot of very simple, easy paintings,
Yeah.
and you could do a little more difficult paintings and
Yeah, we want
some
you
more,
guys-
you know, just shake it up a little bit for people. Yeah, of course, this takes a little bit longer to paint, but you know, it's a pretty ambitious gesture right here.
I know. I see. I know.
What, is he getting restless now?
He's like looking at me like, are you following me?
As long as he ain't looking like, okay, I'm ready for you to be done, then you're okay. Yeah, he's okay. He's not giving you that look like, is this going to take any longer? I'm glad I got that mask, 'cause now I can breathe. Yeah, I see it taking shape now.
Yep. Sometimes you just have to trust the process. It takes a little bit of time, and sometimes it doesn't look exactly what you are anticipating it will look like right away, but you have to give it a little bit of time.
It's cool.
Give it some love. Bob Ross had a lot of sayings like that.
Yes.
Love it, love it.
And then take a sip.
Take a sip. Yeah, I don't think he took a sip.
No, he didn't say that part.
ones other than the gnome, which I'll show you at the very end when I get done.
Yeah, I think you covered everything except for the gnome. Yeah, this is a real busy one.
I told ya.
It's nice the way we got everything set up here. They can see your painting, they see your strokes. You're getting the handle of it now. I mean, as far as being in the picture, but not being in front of the picture so they can see what you're doing.
Yeah. Sometimes mine look.
And your logo is nice and bright right there in the back. Mimosas and masterpieces, paint and sip events held here. The traveling paint and sip experience.
Not traveling.
That's the world you came from, to this world that you're in now, this virtual paint world.
So crazy. But I'm thankful for it and thankful that there's a silver lining to all of this for us and for a lot of people. We needed to really slow down.
Yeah, because you were going out a lot of places. You were in demand. And you don't like to disappoint, but you was going everywhere. Setting you up. Then you doing some paint, and then coming back. Unload the truck. Let's bring it back down. Bring it back up. Do it again. It's just weird how, you know, now you reach more people. I mean, it's still not the same as going out and physically doing it.
It's not.
It's two different things.
I love that.
But this is nice that you get a response, and there's people out there that want to just relax,
Yep.
take it easy.
I don't have to worry about traveling.
Yeah,
anywhere.
just relax their minds and focus on something positive, like creating a painting, creating some kind of art. It's always therapeutic, always relieving. And the best, excuse me. And the best part is that when you get everybody together.
Yeah.
You know, you got families all sitting around the table. Everybody's painting together. It's just some really awesome pictures that people have sent us in the past.
There has been some really great ones. I love seeing some families of like 5 with all of the kids that are participating and how they set up all their little canvases everywhere and their easels. It's adorable.
Dan Schultz says, we love this so much. Thank you for this painting.
You're so welcome. Thanks for painting with us. We can't wait to see your photos. Make sure you send them in for us.
And remember, those of you who can't finish up or it's taking too long, you can always come back and look at the video. You know, once we're done here, we'll definitely be posting the video on this page. You can always come back to it. You can always finish your painting. Those people that, you know, want to find something else to do, you could go to one of the other events and paint one of those paintings. You know, you can get the kids' paintings and have the kids sit down and watch one of the videos and they can paint a painting. All the instruction and everything is there.
We love painting with the kids, and they love when we say their name, when we tell them, we say where they're painting from. So it's fun to do it live. So definitely, if you have the supplies and the means to do it tomorrow with us, do it tomorrow with us. And you know what? If you don't have paint, grab markers and grab some coloring book pages or some
Crayons,
paper.
anything, you name it.
We've seen everything now. We've seen people paint on cardboard. We've seen people send in just crayons while the parents were painting, and we love that you guys are making it work and still enjoying it. We know that the supplies are a challenge sometimes, so, you know, make do with what you have. I think I'm gonna flip this so I'm not standing in front of it.
Okay.
Sorry guys, I'm gonna confuse you a second here.
I hear a beeping sound.
It's the music really low.
Oh,
That's all.
oh, that's not what it sounds like to me. It sounds like it's upstairs.
I don't think any vacuums are scheduled to clean right now, so.
Yeah, I know their noises.
We have multiple Roomba type things that Aiden has worked on and set up and
Programmed, and they shut on and shut off. I just hear a weird noise. I'm just gonna go sweep the house.
go investigate. Okay.
Yes, I have to.
Pinky down though. I bet you a Sharpie would definitely be easier to do this if you are patient enough to let it dry completely and you will. Lots of overlapping over here. It's not painting if you don't get paint on you, right? Getting there. Halfway. Sure, I'm farther than you guys are, so again, it's okay. You guys can take your time. We'll finish before you. unique, but I think I'm gonna have to try this again with like just purple and white and black or something. This guy. See one on this over here. I think I got all my outlines in there. Oh, see a couple in this over. Give you guys a couple more minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I got them all.
Uh, that yellow piece down there. Yeah, going closer to your left. Your left. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, there. So what I'll do, I'm gonna go back along. So see how I have some extra kind of wisps in here?
Yes.
I'm gonna go back in, same with that fine brush, and just add a couple of those little wisps in there. You want just light pressure, really, really light pressure on this. And you're just gonna add a couple of little more swirls on there. You can do that in whatever direction you want. Really light pressure. This is the time where you don't want that pencil grip. You want to hold it up a little bit further and let your fingers do the work here.
Okay.
So, pencil, no pencil grip this time. It's a little further away. You can add some of these little swirls in here. And put them wherever you want.
You're going so fast.
I'm sorry.
It'd be interesting to see if somebody did it in white.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. I'm hoping that there are some people that kind of went a little rogue and went into different colors, a different pattern. Alright, I'm gonna flip again. So I'm not standing in front of it. Nice one. Stop chewing.
And you still have to remind people to send their paintings in when they get done.
Yes, you guys are all done. Doesn't have to be tonight.
A little louder.
It can be tomorrow. It doesn't have to be tonight. Please email us or send in your photos so we can see what you did. We'd love to see you in the picture with it. I mean, we love seeing your paintings too, but we like seeing our guests too. We like seeing you.
I guess people are starting to wind down now. They're done. We're starting to go down in viewers.
Yeah. They're probably like, this is a long painting on time.
No, I think they took the time with you and they did their thing. It did take a little extra time.
Yep. So usually before I finish the painting, make sure you give your signature. I usually use my initials and the year in the bottom right or bottom left corners. Whatever color you want to use.
Yeah, Annie Kirchman Charbonneau says thank you. Loved every step of it. One of my favorite pieces so far.
Yay, I'm so glad. I can't wait to see it, Annie. Thanks so much for tuning in again.
Cinder says, nope, still no pics of me. I still have my poison ivy. Ivy.
Man.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that.
I know how bad that is, though. We are both very allergic. With Aiden and I. But yes, so sending your pictures, we appreciate it. We'll post up for those that have asked. I kind of have like a little screenshot of the Venmo or PayPal thing. We appreciate the donations or tips. They're accepted, not expected, so we appreciate them though.
Yes, Lisa Warren Bexit said thank you so much.
You're
Thank
welcome,
you.
Lisa. Thanks for painting with us again.
Yes, thank you, Lisa.
We can't wait to see them. This is a great piece though. It's colorful, it's fun. It's great for a kid's room. It's great for my bedroom.
Can you reach over to the gnome? Can you make it?
The gnome, yeah. Alright, sorry. Walking in front. Okay. Put this guy down now. Move this out of the way. Alright. So here is our gnome, guys. So this is tomorrow night at 7. He looks like so much fun. And I'm hoping that everybody does their own color scheme, does their own thing. But we'll walk you through step-by-step drawing. It's not going to be perfect. There is no perfect. But if you want to go ahead and print out there's just a sketch of it. And if you want that again, I can send it to you privately. There's just a sketch of it. You can print it out. Like I said, hold your canvas up to the light with the drawing behind it, and you can sketch it if you want to sketch it at a time. And that might help you. That might help you not be so stressed about something that's like so many details. But we will walk you through it all, though. We're excited for that one.
Yeah, Lisa says I'll have to splurge on the canvas. Yes, you need to get as much canvas as you possibly can. If you're going to, if you know you're going to be doing different paintings,
if you enjoy doing this,
just
please.
put it somewhere and
Yeah.
safe, and you could always have a canvas to do your paintings with when she comes on and do stuff.
Yeah. 16 by 20 canvas is usually your standard studio size. If you were to go out to a studio, we always use 16 by 20s. This one I just happen to have a couple of this size, and I thought this was the perfect painting to put on this canvas. But you can put this on a 16 by 20. You could do the gnome on a 16 by 20. It's just we'd have to just make your gnome or your mushroom a little bit shorter. That's all. But this is a 16 by 20 canvas. Dude, there's plenty of room. You just have to make this a little bit shorter. That's all. But you have plenty of room. I know that this was tough to get, so.
Yeah, Lisa says it's like 10 here in Canada. It's like 10.
Oh, for one canvas? I believe it, yes. Yeah, so go with smaller canvas. It's okay.
Helia Thomas says thank you, love the feather.
You're welcome. We can't wait to see yours.
Yes.
And then, all right, I'm going to ask you guys to vote on the next one that I'll post. I did put these in the, I put them in like the options. So, palm trees, sunset,
The sunset.
or the heart in the sand. I'm not like in love with this one. I don't know why. I mean, I like it, but I'm not like in love with it.
Gotta write something in the center.
I don't know. It's strange.
I like the sunset and the palm
I
trees.
know, it's kind of like a classic. So you guys vote, heart or palm trees. You let us know. And we'll post the next one up for that. We'll give you guys plenty of time to order supplies. We need to order more supplies. And again, these brushes that I've been using, this was a set of 7 of these Clear Choice. It's called Clear Choice Value Pack, and the link is right on our website. They were pretty good. I mean, no problems at all.
You got one from Cinder saying sunset.
Sunset, I know. I really like the sunset too. And it's a nice, relatively simple painting too. So
It's more Bob Ross.
more
Like.
Yeah, a little.
Right, see?
A little.
Kaylee says palm trees,
Palm
which
trees.
is sunset. It's more Bob Ross.
I'm with you. I think we're gonna have to do that one.
Oh, Helia says heart.
Oh, okay.
You might have to do both. Love the palm trees. Got 3-to-1 palm trees.
All right. All right.
Can you explain how to outline again? I'm just getting to it. That's Sarah Sparrow.
No problem, Sarah. Sarah Sparrow from Kalamazoo, right? Our
Yeah.
favorite. All right, Sarah. I went to my tiny brush. Again, it's just dipped in black. And you're gonna outline. So the more pressure you put on this little brush, the wider your line is. So closer to the stem of the feather, you'll have a little bit more pressure. And as you move away, when you get to the tips of these little feather pieces, you're gonna lift up and release some pressure. So your line gets thinner. The other thing you'll wanna do is rinse and dry this brush every so often so that your paint doesn't build up on it. So rinse, dry, make sure it's good and dry, go into your paint, and start over again.
How many should she do before she rinses and dries?
You know, I was kind of varying. So when it starts seeming like your lines are getting really thick and you can't seem to get them thinner, rinse and dry. When
Okay.
in doubt, rinse and dry. And
Okay.
start fresh. And then when you get to the ends, I kind of outlined everything first, and when I got to the ends, I went back with that tiny brush again, and almost every other one, I kind of like rinsed, dried, and dipped in my black again a little at a time, and did some little swirls. It's almost like little 9s and 6s, backwards 9s, backwards 6s.
Right, on the ends of all the
On
pieces
the
of your
ends all the
feather?
little pieces of the feathers. So some go one way, some go another.
Okay.
So practice swirls. You'll need those for the tree and the moon and the moonlight tree painting. work.
All right. I hope that helped her.
Let us know.
All
I
right.
like this one. I think I like this one better than the first one. Yay.
Yeah, I think it was took a lot more time, and a lot more patience.
Yeah.
And you got to tell everybody about all your upcoming events. Boy, we're gonna be busy next week.
Yes. Keeping myself busy.
And you try to get people to get their supplies if they need any paint or anything like that. They can get it now before before that week comes in where we'll be real busy.
Yep. Any kind of artist acrylic, any kind of acrylic will do. Even a kid's Crayola makes acrylic paint. So the only thing you want to stay away from is tempera. It's really, really watery, and you see through it.
Yeah, you're not in the picture.
Oh, sorry. So the only thing you want to stay away from is tempera, which you can really see through. If you're aiming for a canvas that's a painted canvas, tempera is not going to work. So any kind of acrylics will work. I was trying to give a little bit of education on. There's so many. So you'll see anything from flow to heavy body. So you can use any of those. The heavy body acrylics are something like this, this purple that I have. It's really thick, and you need a heavier bristle or a more rigid bristle to move that on your canvas. The flow acrylic is what I've been using, and it's kind of what's sort of flowed all over my plate. But the thinner the paint, the easier it is to get on your canvas, and the less rigid of a brush. So I always recommend using Taklon brushes, Taklon, Taklon brushes. It's a synthetic fiber, and it moves your paint pretty good on the canvas. That's what I've been using since I've been starting. Camel hair, a lot of people, camel hair is usually cheaper, but that's like for watercolor. So the brush fibers are really, really fine, and you can't move acrylic paint on the canvas with it well. So camel hair, those real fine, nice, soft fibers are for your watercolor paints, things like that. So Taklon brushes, acrylic paints, canvases of any size, those are your go-to supplies. And if you haven't invested in a tabletop easel and you're going to be doing this, invest in an easel. They're usually on sale for 10 to 15 bucks. It's a worthwhile investment. Saves your table, saves you from kind of like reaching over. So, I mean, you can usually prop it up somehow, but tabletop easel is always a good go-to.
And Sarah said, yes, you helped her. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Darcy says, this was fun. Thank you.
Good, you're welcome, Darcy.
Sister
Thanks for
Michelle
being-
says, thank you guys. Love you.
I
Gotta
can't wait to
go.
see your painting. I hope you painted with us.
Love you. Gotta go give hubby some love. She'll finish tomorrow.
Good.
Love you too. Bye.
Aww. I'm so glad she came on.
Yes, me too.
Let us know if you have any other questions.
Yep, I think they're starting to leave now, and some people are probably finishing up.
Good deal. Maybe we got more supplies. That's what the Amazon delivered was.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Seems really light. Maybe it's another set of brushes.
That's your name on it, right?
Yeah. Yep, another set of brushes.
Awesome.
So this is the Real Value set. By Princeton Art. Yeah, Princeton Art. And
Can you
Brush
show
Company.
them?
Yep. This is the other set of brushes that are on my website that you can order from Amazon. I think these might be like $10 for the set. These are probably a longer handle. They're wood handles. Let me get another package.
Yes, Cindy says, I'll send a pic tomorrow. I usually let it dry and then add some glitter paint.
Yes. I love that you add glitter. Okay, go down.
All right, so this is what came. While
Yeah.
you were.
So yeah, these are wood handles. These are a really nice set too. Just a little bit longer of a handle than these little acrylic ones.
Okay.
There's a difference there.
Those are wooden handles.
Yeah, so these are wood handles.
Are they more expensive?
This set I think was $10, and I think the clear acrylic ones were only $7. And these come with only a set of 4. The acrylic ones come with a set of 10.
Oh,
But
okay.
but these are nice too. These are probably the same thing that you see in all the studios. And ours, when we go out, is a mix. We have everything from whatever these kind, and then whatever the Michael's brand, Artist Value or something like that, Artist Loft.
Right.
To I have Grumbacher brushes, which are your $10 brushes, $10 for one brush kind of brushes. So these work just as well.
Awesome.
But any other questions, you let us know, message us. Thank you guys again for painting. Don't forget to send us your pictures, and we'll put that montage together, and we'll give it a day or so, or 2 or 3 days to let everybody get their paintings together and send it to us and catch up.
And if anybody else wants to paint, they can always look at the video later.
Video will be saved, and I'll post it right in the event in a couple minutes as soon as we sign off. So that's it.
All right.
So thanks for being with us, guys. Have a great night. Love you guys. Thank you again.
Thank you. So now